This man actually used his mother's corpse to cover up his crimes. He slowly pulled a cross from his pocket and gently placed it on an elderly woman's chest. Then, the staff closed the coffin lid. At that moment, Jack happened to lift his head, his eyes landing on the vent in the corner of the room. His gaze passed over the surveillance camera across the room, and a perfect plan formed quickly in his mind. He tiptoed out of the room, approaching the outside through the vent. He found an exposed vent, and began prying it open with effort. Then he opened the trunk, wrapped a body tightly, bound it securely with multiple ropes, and tied the other end to his daughter's remote-controlled toy car. Jack sent the toy car along with the body, rolling into the vent. Then he pushed the corpse further inside the vent. With everything set, he returned to the mortuary, holding a bunch of balloons, planning to occupy the space before the staff returned. He bribed one of the staff members, and when that person left, Jack released the balloons, blocking the camera above. He quickly locked the door, moved a storage cabinet under the vent, and climbed up. He unscrewed the grate, pulled it open with force, and then used the remote to activate the toy. The toy soldier slowly rolled toward Jack. He leaped from the cabinet, quickly untied his shoelace, and used it to pull out the nails from the coffin. But just as he was about to remove the last nail, the shoelace snapped. He had no choice but to pull the final nail out by hand. Fortunately, the last nail loosened. The coffin lid popped open with a bang, and the toy soldier reached its target. Jack grabbed the cross, hooked it onto the toy soldier, and pulled it toward himself. Then he gently placed the hidden body back into his mother's coffin, quickly closing the lid. Just then, he heard hurried footsteps approaching. He quickly took off his shoes, and hammered the coffin nails back in with his heels. Everything was restored. He took a deep breath, trying to stay calm, but just as he let his guard down, the coffin rang with the sound of a phone. He bent down, pressing his ear to the coffin, listening carefully. His heart raced, because if he were discovered, he would face serious legal consequences. But it was too late. The staff pushed the door open, and the ringing abruptly stopped. The staff looked at Jack suspiciously, but he gave nothing away, and they left the room. What Jack didn't know was that his adventure had only just begun. He had to escape this dangerous place, while dealing with the series of consequences that could unfold. His future, and the fate of his family, rested entirely in his own hands.